Wow.
There we go. Welcome back to Third and Inches. It's episode 22. Collin O'Meara has died once again. And we are joined. Poor boy. We are joined this week by our guest, Cory Goerke. Said it right this time.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
The man behind the cameras.
Yes.
Usually.
You guys might recognize his voice as our normal producer. He is normally behind the cameras and running things. He came last in our fantasy football league. So we are having him do the milk challenge as promised. I like the way you got a gallon of milk. It's a very
Yeah, I would not have thought to do this.
Well, I was thinking you guys are cracking brewskis usually, so I wanted to be like one of the boys.
No, I like this. And it makes it fun too, because it's otherwise you're I'm about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through this gallon, but instead
there's a sense of accomplishment with every single milk down. Oh, look at that.
Oh, God. All right, so each one is 1 cup. So there's what? I can't see.
So it's a pint. Each of these is a pint.
Okay, yeah.
So 8 of these.
Oh, there are
is a
2
gallon.
cups. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, damn. Okay.
So 8 of these, equals a gallon. So that's 1 down. I've got 7 to go.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna keep checking in with you to see how you feel about the milk and stuff, because you got to keep us updated. I've done the milk challenge before, back when I was a wee lad and when I was a teenager, and I threw up. So, do we have something for you to maybe throw up into? We did not plan this very well, did we?
No, I was gonna run outside.
There's a tiny little bag behind you. It looks like a possible.
Well, the main thing is I'm gonna sprint outside.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here, because
I have to.
I don't think anyone really wants to see him throw up on camera. Anyway.
That's what the people came to see.
They came here.
What do you mean?
We'll keep a
mean?
handheld
We got
on,
a trash can.
just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
People
'cause-
we'll set up a Patreon for that. OnlyFans.
Puke fetish? Maybe, maybe that's what people are into.
But I bet the few that are into it will pay a pretty penny for it.
Yep.
Yeah, they would.
We're selling Cory's
And my last
$600 OnlyFans page.
My last name's already German, so we're into some weird shit already.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dude, I can't. All right, so for the people who want to know, we did just say Collin dies and then brushed over it again.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, Collin, as you know.
What did happen?
So Collin had a concussion, which we said that already on the podcast.
Car
and then
accident,
and then
got
he
a
came back.
concussion.
Yes, he was back last week, so everything was fine. He was getting back into the swing of things. He returned to work. His life seemed normal again. And then I couldn't believe it was a real text when I got it, but he said he was playing pickup football on the weekend, and a football hit him in the head, and all his symptoms came back immediately. So Collin has now concussed himself twice through a car crash and playing 2-hand touch football. He's literally on the Tua train with the back-to-back concussions
really
right now.
is.
This is cool.
He did send me a picture of gain signs too when he's.
I am a little worried about him, because I feel like I'm not a doctor, but I mean,
Back to back, not good.
not good.
be, no.
Also, I've had concussions, and obviously I've never had an extreme one, but apparently he must have had a really extreme one, because I didn't know you could fucking reactivate it like an earthquake. This is the aftershocks of his initial concussion. I was like,
He's
are
having
you
tremors.
Like people that do LSD.
Yeah.
You can crack your neck and it'll re-trigger a trip.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's I don't know if
That
it's
would
real
be-
or not. I
that
feel
would
like
be
it really
so
appalling
scary.
right now, just saying stuff and not having any facts.
No, I've heard. I've heard people talk
you've
about.
heard of that, right?
Yeah.
I've never. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
That is a real thing.
It is.
It is a real thing.
But the thing with concussions is that your brain is really susceptible to another one if you are
Yeah.
still in the symptoms of.
Gotcha.
Okay. So your
Okay,
brain
yeah.
is really susceptible to another one
Correct.
if you are still recovering from a concussion.
The thing though is I knew that, but I didn't think. I mean, he was almost 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks removed from the OG concussion, and then. I mean, I get it. I mean, it was probably really bad, and he probably just wasn't normal. But I also didn't think a fucking football could hit you in the head and re-aggravate it. If that was the case, it was bound to happen. He was gonna sneeze and hit something, or walk through a doorway and clip the side of his head. It was
Yeah, why do you think all these NFL players that are like killing their ex-wives and they're suing the NFL because they're like, yeah, they let me play 2 days after that I blew my brains out basically on the field. Like, I'm dying.
We need to get him. You know, when Wes Welker was playing towards the end of his career, they had him get one of those gigantic marshmallow helmets.
Yeah.
We need to get Collin one of those to just walk around like
just his everyday
like
life.
a walrus.
Yeah.
Like
A special
kid that has
boy
to wear a
helmet.
helmet. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
padding,
Collin-
we need to get him padding for a hat. Like, you know, the Guardian caps they put on helmets, just one for like a baseball cap. Send him out on his way. Don't let him out.
Honestly, we should just have one of those old leather football helmets. Yeah. You know, and just have him wear that all the time.
just in case.
they have the
Really have padded caps like that for people.
the Guardian caps. Yeah.
For people that get seizures a lot.
Oh
Wow.
shit,
You can wear padded caps.
that's cool. He would look fly in one of those.
We could get him a sponsorship. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh my god!
Concussion caps by Collin O'Meara.
I mean, I'm kind of worried about the kid. I feel like he has to. He might just be forever concussed now.
Yeah, it does. I wouldn't say that's. I've had 5.
You've had 5 because you play. Did you play anything in college? Right?
No, I was gonna go JUCO.
Okay, yeah, you're that
basketball.
route. Yeah,
I got
yeah.
injured before I could really get into college. I
Yeah.
broke my hip.
Oh, that's a terrible fucking injury.
Terrible. Yeah,
Kind of like the most important joint.
yeah. Drink your milk, kids. Yeah, that's why.
I don't think that there's a more annoying place to injure than your hip because it kind of connects the upper body and the lower body.
Well, because there's other parts of your leg that, like, if you break your knee, your upper thigh, you're still good here. You can move your hip, you know.
Hamstring's pretty crazy.
Hamstring sucks.
When I pulled that, I started tripping out. I'm like, oh, you can't sit down. Like that uses like every movement uses
Correct, yeah.
your leg is just permanently straight.
That's
for
what,
however
probably
long.
similar to your hip too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you don't realize how hopeless you are until you have like a really major leg injury.
Do they have to put you in like one of those like diaper casts or no? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Lucky. It was not. It was, I guess, Tua that had the hip injury in college.
Yeah.
Similar to that, where it kind of popped out, popped back in, and fractured. His fractured off. Mine didn't fracture entirely.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I remember with Tua's, there was like a real concern that they were like, he may never play football again.
Yeah.
Which probably would have been the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah, because look at him
Unfortunately.
now.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a bum hip. He's gonna have to get a hip replacement.
Yeah.
And-
Oh yeah.
Corey,
Yeah. You're right.
you could have been Tua.
It could have been
Yeah.
maybe my love for film and everything just kind of saved me from becoming Tua.
Yes.
We have all the worst parts of Tua Tagovailoa on this podcast. We have your hip, Collin's brain, my decision-making skills.
And kind of brown skin.
Yeah.
Did any of us draft Tua? Did any of us have him?
I took
didn't.
him in like another league, and it was honestly kind of fine because he was like my backup pick, and so you know,
First like 8 games, killing it.
yeah. And then
Killing
there was I took him and Tom Brady, so I was kind of fucked either way because Tom didn't have a bad year, but he was throwing 70 passes, and completing like 30 of them to score like 7 points.
Yeah.
So
So you're our big loser.
big loser.
What did the score actually? I remember it being
Can you pull it up?
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
I
real
got
quick.
so upset by this that I actually deleted the app from my
Oh my god.
because it was between you.
I can pull
You
it up.
got so
Tony,
fucked
right?
by like by Jonathan Taylor being an absolute bust. I mean, there was no way that you could have predicted that. You know what I'm
Shouts
saying?
out to all the people that drafted Jonathan Taylor #1 and lost. They were in last. I'm sure there's not a single person that drafted Jonathan Taylor first and won their league.
And that's the thing. I think there's going to be a lot of people that drafted first overall this year. They're going to be fucked, and they're going to be doing things like this.
Yeah.
Brought to you
How
by
many is that?
Borden.
4 down.
This is
3 down.
This is my 4th.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't figure out. I can't figure out how to
how much
sign
time will
in.
be going for?
Right now,
Almost 13.
and we start. Wait, how?
You're
oh my
going
God.
so fast.
Wait, are you halfway done? Yeah. Hey, you gotta chill out before you ejaculate prematurely right now. Like, that shit's gonna slide out. I'm
just-
too stupid to figure out how to sign in to my ES. There we go. All right, I'm gonna sign in and check the actual score. Yeah, it was a weird year because like almost instantly the playoffs and non-playoffs were kind of set. Like there were clearly really bad teams and then like clearly really good teams. So it was kind of just like a matter of like, all right, who's going to finish last? And then it came down to you and Tony, and then you lost in the championship game against him. So let me pull it up. All right, I got it right here. I finally figured out how the fuck to sign into my.
You also, I think, had the lowest scoring week, or was that Tony?
No, it was him. I almost took it. I think I scored 57 points one week.
Wow.
You scored like 42. Like almost. Okay, so the final one, that one was. It was 105 to 97. So you only lost by 8 points. But if you look that week, Jonathan Taylor got him a whopping 2.3 points. Dalton Schultz, 3.5. George Pickens, 7.3. I mean, those were the underperformers. Fortunately for you, I mean, it doesn't really look like you could have.
Fortunately.
Well, you can go with the peace
Glass
of
half
mind.
full.
No matter who you started, you would have lost. Like there wasn't. If you would have started Drake London in your flex over Pickens, you would have lost by 2 points.
That does somehow make you feel better when you
It
lose
does.
a week and then you look at your lineup, you're like, oh, I would have
Nothing I can do.
We're just
Nothing I
fucking
can do.
losers. Like that's
Yeah.
all it comes down to. Because nothing is worse than you were like. I had several weeks where I debated starting one person, or I got cute and I was like, I'm gonna pick this random guy up off the waiver wire and he'll kill it. And then he gets you 1 point, and the guy you left on your bench gets you 20, 30, to even 10. Like there's games where you're like, I needed 6 more points, and it's right there. And I considered it because I can live if I went, oh, so-and-so, I was never going to start him. I don't care. Whatever. He got 30 points. He was never going to be in my starting lineup. But when you tinkered and took him out of your lineup, there's not a worse fucking feeling than that. Then just be like, oh,
Yeah, that's awful.
messed up so bad.
Jonathan Taylor really hurt me.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen really
I
hurt.
banged up the whole year.
J.K. Dobbins. Really
Whole year. That's what sucks. Your team, you didn't pick a shitty team like Tony's. You picked a team that just couldn't stay healthy.
That's
Which is a way more defeating, shitty feeling than just having a shit team. Because I missed playoffs by one game, and the whole reason I missed it is because my starting quarterbacks were Russell Wilson and Derek Carr, and that was the exact reason.
two just wrong picks.
Oh, and I took
Terrible.
Herbert way too early. That
Yeah.
was the biggest mistake that I made, is that I took Herbert too early and I didn't take a wide receiver early enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And-
all the like top picks this year, you kind of were fucked with them.
Yeah. There was, it was like, even if you took Cooper Kupp, you got fucked because he was out
Yeah, I got fucked.
halfway through the year.
Right.
He still
Justin
ruined me like a
Jefferson
bot.
took a poo-poo in the playoffs. He did nothing in the fantasy playoffs. I saw a bunch of people lose because he didn't really do much.
Right.
If you took, honestly, funny enough, the probably best pick that it was like, he was such a do you take him at 3? He's a waste at 3 was Christian McCaffrey. Or Austin Eckler. Both those guys were like, don't take them. They're injury prone. Their luck's gonna run out. They're gonna be hurt all year. And both of them would have been such better options for almost anyone's first round pick.
pretty much.
Dude, my first round pick, I took fucking Cam Akers like a sack of shit.
Yeah, I
that guy
can't
started
believe you did
playing
that.
when the fantasy season ended, like a dickhead.
Yeah, when our team was like, all right, we have nothing else to do, let's put him back in there. And then he started playing pretty good.
I almost want to next year set it up to where I'm going to take 2 entries. One of them's going to be a themed entry.
Yeah.
I'm only going to take Nebraska players.
Okay, yeah.
Which,
Fun.
based on Brett Maher's performance, would be
That was crazy, yeah.
I would be a great draft pick, and then one real time one. But I'm halfway done with the milk.
Bro, we are what?
Are you
15
feeling?
minutes
Are
into
you
the pod?
feeling all right?
I'm so drunk, dude.
Starts yelling slurs and shit. He's like, I hate all milk, man.
All right. Well, that's a good combo.
Fuck.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna
think-
pause and wait for these.
Yeah,
but
you should take it. Yeah, now you're up by 28. Just don't pull a Chargers and go too much foot off the gas here. But you can play prevent defense for the rest of the way with these chocolate
Don't lose
milks.
momentum.
I invested heavily in the Chargers this year. I went Herbert, Keenan Allen was gonna do a stack with them all year.
Oh yeah.
Both of them just shit the bed.
Yeah, there was just it was really weird because I saw someone do they do the way too early draft rankings for college. I did the way too early fantasy football ones, and dude, the whole top 10 changes now drastically. I mean, first off, I don't know if you take Jonathan Taylor in the first 10. Like,
No.
I don't think you can risk it. I think it's one of those things where if like the first 5 picks go running backs and you're pick 9, you're like, why not? Because he's there.
Yeah.
But I think I think people are going to go, they're going to go Eckler, McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, I mean, there's got to be another running back that I'm forgetting.
I would take any Phillies.
I mean,
running back
Josh
at this
Jacobs, if he signs with a good team, he was leading rusher. Nick Chubb, like all these guys might go now before Jonathan Taylor, which is insane. If you would have said that, 17, 18 weeks ago?
But durability counts.
Of course.
And he's so good. He has so much talent. But like I found out, I mean, who wouldn't? I was looking at 1 overall. Who else would you have picked? I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would have taken Taylor.
No, yeah. It was one of those things where I'm sure whoever after you, if you would have not picked Taylor, they would have been like, what a fucking idiot. He's mine. And then they would have been the ones. Who
Yeah,
were
first overall pick in any fantasy draft is the worst pick.
It's tough. I picked
Yeah.
last in my other one and played for the championship.
Yeah,
It's almost
usually that's
better.
how I'd go too.
You get to see the landscape develop. You get to see what other people in the league are doing. Are they going receiver heavy? Is it running back?
Yeah.
Like kind of a vibe. And that's always nicer to see it unfold in front of you. Whereas obviously the first pick, it's make or break.
Yeah.
And that's what they're saying next year. It's like, people are saying Justin Jefferson might be the number 1 overall because
Yeah,
I mean it could be Cooper Kupp, but he's coming off an injury, so maybe you don't take him 1, you take him 2, and then it's like maybe Eckler's 2, so then it's like Cooper Kupp 3, then Derrick Henry, and like they're just it's going to be a very different fantasy draft next year.
Yeah, I feel you.
I want to talk to you too, dude. You lost a shit ton of weight, right? You've gone through a crazy weight loss process and all that. We're gonna gain it all back with this chocolate milk.
And we're putting it all back thanks to Borden Dutch chocolate milk.
Oh shit! Yeah. Whoa. How much weight did you lose?
Well, I've always been like a bigger dude.
Yeah.
6'6", so even in high school I was 250 at my like.
Yeah, I mean, 230, 240, 250 is going to look way different on you than it would even me and him who are only 2 or 3 inches
If I was
shorter.
250, I would be.
That would be insane. You would be
Gronkowski.
you would be 100 pounds heavier. You would be 100 pounds.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
And I'd fucking kill both of you with my bare hands.
So I ended up during the pandemic. I really put on a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Ended up ballooning up to the heaviest I got to was 453 pounds.
Woo.
Dude, that's wild.
Wow.
That's if you took, for both of us to get to 250, what he was in high school, you would have to add, that's 150 pounds added on to me, our extra weight. That's still not as big as you were. That's crazy. And it just, so it happened over like a year span, just kind of.
Slowly. I mean, I had been gaining.
Yeah.
So I gained quite a bit, but I ended up losing it pretty fast too. Over less than 2 years. I went down to where I'm at now, which is right at like 275.
Fuck
Damn,
dude.
that's crazy.
Was there like a moment? Was it, you know what I'm saying? Like you found like your cell phone 3 days later in your fat fold or something. Like where was the moment that you were like, all right, I can't do this anymore? Because everyone has that.
Yeah. A breakup, man.
That's good. That's a good way to.
Literal like ended up being a blessing in disguise. But yeah, it was just like a breakup with a bad person that really like broke me, you know? And then it was right during the pandemic. And then my store that I was working at, which wasn't doing what I wanted to do anyway. It was just like one thing after another, like a lot of people did during that time.
Yeah, of course.
And I ate my feelings because that's what you do.
And also when like life was, if you have a job, wake up, go to your job and immediately come home and don't go anywhere. It's hard not to just.
I was working at a place called Snap Kitchen too. So
I
food all the time, free. It was just there.
I worked at a restaurant during the pandemic too. It was fucking rough because it's you're like, there's no gyms. oh, what, I'm going to do this high intensity workout in my living room while my sisters eat breakfast. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to eat the free food that I get every shift, or snack on the food that, if you work at a restaurant, you know you're eating your entire shift, unless you're a disciplined man. You're taking pepperonis, you're taking whatever the fuck you cook, you're taking little pieces of that shit.
Yeah.
We had a card. They gave us a stipend because it was like supposed to be a health food store, you know? Well, it's
That's
healthy.
so funny. You got fat at a health food store.
Yeah. It takes a lot of practice.
Fuck.
But former athlete, and I'm not a quitter, so
Yeah. Wow. How many of those little milks you think you could have taken down at 450?
well, I can tell you
450
what.
of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Well, I don't know how the milk. Yeah, I don't know. I know I could take down a lot of beer. That's for
Really?
sure.
That had to be crazy too, is you probably just were like, you guys don't drink a 30 rack every time you drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have like a record that you've held within you?
No. I mean, there was like crazy things that we did in college with like case wars. Did you guys do case wars?
I've seen it.
Yeah, like we would do like the power hour or, Edward 40 hands, just drinking as much as it's like a contest to drink as much as you can. We would do, we would wear we would just take on our forearms and we would put slash marks for how many beers you drank and circles for how many bowls you smoked. And we would just be walking around fucked up like we escaped Crystal Knock or something with arm tattoos. Like it was crazy, dude.
I went to my brother's senior ditch day. I was a junior, he was a senior, both my brothers, and I went and I showed up late because my brother was like, just fucking come out, it'll be cool. I already knew he was hammered at like noon.
Yeah.
And then I got there and I saw on all up his arms, he had 22 marks.
Oh, God.
He had drank 22 beers
What
that
an animal,
day.
dude. Hell yeah.
And
Wow.
still drank like another 10 with me. The drunkest I had ever been in my life. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, he was insane.
It's it makes you feel, it's something just alpha bro in you when you're young, where you're like, you see this? There's 10 of them. That's how many beers I fucking drank, pussy.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, man.
You know, like the stars on like your helmet?
Yeah.
When you got like a good play.
Like Ohio State does the Buckeye leaves and shit.
Yeah. My brother was like that for
Hit
beer.
stickers.
Yeah. Like, wow, good fucking hit, Jenkins.
Bro, that would be so fun to go on a bar crawl. Everyone gets those stupid hats that you put beers in, and you just fucking slap stickers on for every drink. That would be so cool. That would be a fun 3rd and inches thing to do down the line.
Construction helmets or just blank helmets of some sort, like those cheap like kid helmets.
That'd be so, and then that way we don't lose each other. We all have matching like neon orange helmets on, and we do like a crazy sports bar, like bar crawl, and just go pub to bar to whatever and just drink beers and get fucked up. And we'll slowly lose people along the way, but we'll also we might gain people. We should keep a few hats and backpacks, you know what I mean?
You want to join?
Yeah, like some guys like, what's going on here? And you're like, you throw some back. You want to join the Brotherhood, man? And then he's like, hell yeah. And we just recruit.
We just got to like
I love
pee
it.
on them or something. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, yeah. We can get to the weird
Yeah, that's how you
initiation.
initiate people.
They have to do a beer bong to get in.
That'd be cool. Like instead of a shoey, like a helmety, and you gotta pour it in the helmet and drink it out of the helmet.
I got lice in my hair, so
We just have
Extra
They have
protein.
to do one out of Colin's helmet that we're gonna make him wear.
There we go.
go.
I am worried if we do that in the minute or so that Colin's helmet is off, we have to have strict 3-man supervision on him. Because he'll probably will get concussed again somehow.
Yeah.
We'll turn around and he'll be like, hey, dude, I bet you can't break that chair on my head. And some dude's going to be breaking like a steel chair, some WWE bullshit on him.
There's always those athletes where you're like, so much potential, just couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah. Except he's a human being. And we're saying
Is he the Jonathan Taylor of this show?
He is, dude. Yeah,
a little
he's the
bit.
guy that he just, we thought he was fine. And then we were like, damn, you had 400 carries every year. You had 400 drinks every night. Fuck. And we just...
yeah, he's a
It's
real
starting to
workhorse
catch up
of a
to him.
drinker.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
catching up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a year 10 player who's only been 2 years in the league.
He's got high mileage on that brain of his.
Yeah.
Those were hard years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to hop into a segment here?
Yeah.
We're going to hop into This Week in Sports. Obviously, we got a recap. I didn't know what it was called. I called it the Semi-Conference Championship Week.
Sure.
I mean, it is the semis before the conference championship. We had
Conference semis, yeah.
So first things first, I thought it was fascinating if you looked, because I don't know. I felt like you heard all year, and I probably said it on here myself, like, yo, this NFL year is weird. Teams are good that you don't think are good. Crazier. 3 of the 4 teams that made the Super Bowl last year are 3 of the 4 teams that made the conference championships are 3 of the 4 same teams. So again, 49ers, Chiefs, and Cincinnati were all in this position last year. It just swapped Eagles for Rams, ironically.
Bitch.
Very, very weird. Fuck. It kind of begs the question, if you look too also at all of the quarterbacks who won, it was like Brady, Breeze, and then like Brady again, and it was just all these same guys kind of going to the Super Bowl. Manning, both Manning brothers, like and shit like that. I feel like we're kind of in another era of that, where it's like, I can't imagine the next time we see a conference championship game that doesn't have Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen somewhat involved in it. And even maybe the 49ers, but they look amazing, and Purdy's young, so
their defense is just crazy.
Yeah,
their defense is
I think it's more even the Bengals and the Chiefs, because I think their quarterback play is a huge reason why they're obviously so good.
Dude, Joey B showed why he's Joe Burrow, dude. He was cold in that snow game. Like, they just beat the brakes off of them.
They lost 3 linemen the last game too, and that seemed like that was going to be the huge issue. Matter. Was like, oh, they're fucked. They lost 3 starting O-linemen of an O-line that already was kind of shit.
But it might have been a good thing, because their O-line kicked ass. Yeah, dude. Like, they ran the ball like crazy. They did kind of whatever they wanted.
That was kind of, was it
Bills
years ago when Dallas had a really good O-line upgrade where they had like the best O-line?
Oh yeah. They had some like injuries, and they moved like Lyle Collins around and a bunch of those dudes, and then they were like, holy shit, like we moved, like someone went from like center to guard and was like an infinitely better guard, and I think Lyle Collins switched sides and was way better on the other side. So this does happen. I guess we shouldn't be surprised, because it happens more than you think. O-linemen getting injured and having to rotate and have different starting rotations. That was the Eagles thing, has been the Eagles thing for years, was they were always banged up, always different rotations. So it helped. The Bengals look like probably the second best team of the remaining 4.
After that last game, yes, but think about the Ravens game.
Yeah,
that was just 1 game ago.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but maybe like you said, their O-line kind of helped and changed them, because it's just, if we jump to the Chiefs Jaguars, which it was 20-27, closer than it was. It was the Chiefs. The Chiefs were winning the whole game, but also gave the Jags 50 million chances to come back in that game. Christian Kirk fumbled. Or Jamal Agnew fumbled when no one was touching him on like the 7-yard line.
Christian Kirk, another
dropped that wide open. Any good NFL receiver is going to catch that. It hit both his hands in stride. He has to catch that. There was they missed opportunities. Like, I think even near the end, like a punt bounced off a Chiefs player and he got back to it. You had Mahomes playing on one leg. Like, that was your chance to beat him, and they just couldn't raise to the occasion. And the Chiefs are still the Chiefs, but like, he has a high ankle sprain, and he was limping by the end of that game, and their offense slowed down.
Of course,
and here's the thing: any of these 3 teams have a good enough defense and a good enough coach to go, we are gonna put pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is gonna have to make quick decisions, dink and dunk, because we're gonna put pressure, because he can't move in the pocket, he can't step up, his mobility's gone. They're a completely different team. I think Andy Reid's obviously good enough to coach their way out of that, but I think that they were clearly the best team in the league a week ago, and now I think they take a step back.
I still think, though, like, Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
He's the best. He's probably the best quarterback in the league right now.
And now that he's just kind of a pocket passer, still probably the best pocket passer in the league too. Like, he's just like,
you're right. We're acting like you're acting like Lamar broke his knee.
He can do this.
Yeah.
It's not crazy for him.
Who is the backup to Patrick Mahomes?
Chad Henne.
Okay, so a pretty big drop.
Oh yeah.
Here's the crazy part,
I would
though.
say so.
He led the Chiefs' longest postseason drive with like a 98-yard touchdown drive on his first drive.
Really?
So that's also the thing. Where as much as I'm being like they're fucked, like they're also such a good team that they drove with the fucking schmuck. I mean, Pacheco and McKinnon just 1-2'd them all the way down the field. Oh, you want to load the box? Good luck catching McKinnon outside.
Their backfield is stacked.
Dude, they have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a great running back, just like, yeah, fucking wait if we need you. Could be a starter on 20 of the teams in this league.
Yeah.
And it's just like an afterthought there. Travis Kelce is a cheat code. You cannot stop him. And I mean,
crazy. First round draft pick in fantasy, right?
I think he's a top. I think that's who I was forgetting is he's
top 3.
I think it was probably Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, him next year.
If you factor in how important and how rare it is to have someone dominant at the tight end position like that, I think you should top him.
Yeah, it's
and
for like a cheat code.
For fantasy wise, it was like Mark Andrews was the number 2 tight end, and there was a bigger gap between like Mark Andrews and Jason or Travis Kelce than there was like the number 2 quarterback in fantasy and the number like 17 quarterback. And it just he was that dominant. He was that insane. I mean, he carried them through that game. And then also like Juju Smith and Marcus Valdez-Scantling are not chumps. Sure, they're not elite receivers, but when you have Patrick Mahomes, you're now a top tier receiver with that.
Juju was even at the Pittsburgh. He never, from a fantasy perspective, he was never Antonio Brown at Pittsburgh.
No.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be the next Antonio Brown.
Yeah. I mean, this Chiefs-Bengals game is going to be amazing on Sunday because I think they both, in the AFC, both have a very good chance of winning. I really wouldn't be. It's one of those games, and it's such an easy answer to have, but I wouldn't be surprised with whatever happened because if the Chiefs blew them out or the Bengals blew them out, you would be like, it's the Chiefs, it's the Bengals. But then also like I could expect a close game. It's just this is exactly what you want from the playoffs. Is both sides I think have the 2 best teams of the NFC and the AFC playing each other.
I think they have the 2 best packages, like offense, defensive packages total right now, as it stands right now of the whole league.
Yeah, AFC, NFC, like there's just because
I think Philly is also like you guys are.
I'm a homer, obviously, with them, but I mean, dude, we beat the fucking brakes off the Giants. I get the Giants had the lead.
That was crazy.
The Giants necessarily didn't belong to be in here, but like also, bro, hey, I'm not gonna put the Giants that far behind the Jags. The Jags are not like, and the Chiefs are the Jags.
I would say that the Giants are better than the Jags.
They went on a run to start the season.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's like the Chiefs won by 7. The Giants were annihilated by the Eagles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How you feeling?
Feel them?
It was just clearing some. There's
oh shit! You got how many left now?
2 left.
Wow.
Yeah. How much? What are we at right now?
35-30.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So dude, you got a whole 30. Don't rush. This is what I did when I did it. I was so far ahead like you, and then I was coasting, and because I got a little too crazy at the start, I flew too close to the sun and fell. So like, you got time, dude. Don't you know what I mean? Because I bet your stomach's grumbling.
See, I would think the opposite. I would think fucking go for it so your body doesn't know.
Well, I'm saying now he's this much done for 35 minutes. He could take a whole 10 minutes off right now and then really come back to these 2.
But you know, like after you eat like Thanksgiving dinner, you just once you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop because then you can't eat anymore. You'll feel full.
Also,
That's fair.
I'm afraid if I come on hot on the last 10 minutes by pounding these last 2. I'm letting all of that curdle in my stomach right now.
That's true. You're going to shit liquid for about 2.5 days. I hope you.
This is not going to be good. My girlfriend's not going to be happy with me.
You're getting a lot of protein, though.
I know. What I really need to do is just go to the gym. After this.
Right.
Burn it off. Yeah.
Make sure. Can you imagine just doing a bunch of cardio after drinking a gallon of milk?
It is pretty gross, but truly that would probably be your best option is to like, actually probably not tonight. You need to just eat it. But like a night drinking, you need to sweat out chocolate milk tomorrow. Like you need to go to the gym tomorrow. And people need to be like, is someone drinking True Moo in here? What the fuck? And it's you just dripping brown sweat.
Yeah, you look like a bodybuilder on their comp day. Just like bronzed up. I was like, is that Ariana Grande in there? Who is that? That'll be cool, dude.
Oh fuck.
Oh, get a camera in there. We'll
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we're gonna next week. We'll start it off with an update because we're gonna need to know how you felt. Again, I also like. There's no game. Not to jump. Well, we're the recap. We still got to do the Cowboys 49ers game, but football adjacent. I think the last several weeks that we've moved to Monday, there's been games on Monday,
Yeah.
and we make takes, and then we have the absolute worst takes.
Yeah.
Remember, we were like, dude, the Bucks are gonna shit on the Cowboys.
Right.
Annihilate. We're like, TCU's gonna really give them a run for the money. Annihilated. Thank God there's nothing for us to predict tonight.
Right.
I'm gonna predict you're gonna have a terrible time tonight. Fuck it. Now you're gonna
Yeah,
feel
you're gonna be
like
feeling fine.
flowers and sunshine.
Yeah, now that we've said it, it will happen.
Now I can shotgun this last.
Yeah. Poke a little hole in the butt. Jesus
Brett
Christ.
Maher missing another kick.
Yeah. Hopping into the Cowboys 49ers game. Still got blocked, but I don't know. I should have had the video ready. He was not gonna make it.
Yeah.
He was, dude. The guy who blocked it was lined up over the tackle.
Look, I'm gonna stand up for Brett Maher right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we pull up his season stats?
Okay, yes, because I will agree with you. He has been a phenomenal kicker, bro. He was the last couple weeks of fantasy.
Shake your head at him.
No, because listen,
He was scoring like 22 points.
say what you can say.
He was a great fantasy kicker.
When does it matter? When does kicking matter?
No. I agree with you. But like I'm saying, okay, for him to finish the regular season kicking 90%, 29 of 32. Right. He was 9 for 9 from 20 to 29 yarders, 5 for 5 from 30 to 39 yarders.
How many game winners did he have?
He missed one 40 to 49 yarder and missed two 50 yarders, but was 9 for 11. His average field goal was 51. His long was 60. He made 50 out of 53 extra points attempted that year. He was phenomenal. He was absolutely phenomenal. And then
literally every kick that mattered, he missed.
That's what I'm
lost
saying.
his mind.
Yes.
Lost his mind. And
That's my point.
I'll give it props to, I mean, you can say that, but I mean, he missed 4 extra points that did not matter. Those are meaningless if you really want to point like when they mattered.
in the game, sure.
And then in this game, he missed an extra point. Sure, he made 2 or 3 field goals. He's the only reason that they had points. Like he didn't miss after that. He was good, but I couldn't believe that they stuck with him because I get it. I get he was phenomenal, but like the yips, they're a real thing. I've seen players get them.
Yeah.
I've had moments where I thought I had them, and you just can't understand. You're like, it's just something mental, and it didn't happen. But it would have been such a Cowboys hilarious thing if they would have lost on a kick that needed to be made.
I would not be surprised if they signed him to a longer contract, knowing the Cowboys in the offseason.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones is like, he's our boy. He's a workhorse.
But like, why not? He proved himself. He made those to the next.
I think honestly, the best thing to do for him is to re-sign him.
Yeah.
To just give him confidence. Be like, listen, we know that was just a hiccup.
Yeah.
Because as comical as it was in the grand scheme of things, anything he missed didn't matter, and he won them several games.
Sure.
Well, their running back situation is interesting now.
They're free now. Zeke's a free agent now, right? Or do they still?
Pollard has a broken ankle now.
I didn't see that. That's fun.
I believe so. Can we double?
No,
check
you're
that?
right. Now that you say that, I was very high during the game, and I don't remember much of it, but I remember that.
So
he was
now
getting
Zeke's
carted
going,
off.
all right, motherfuckers, back the brink truck up again.
Yes. Well, you know,
I would still dump him.
dump him.
Go get Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of running backs that are. I cannot believe the stable that Kansas City, even after this year, I know I'm jumping back into that.
Yeah, no,
real quick,
you're good.
Even after this year, I think they can ditch 2 of those guys and pick up pieces to build.
I think Pacheco's
getting
their
young
guy.
guys.
He's also a rookie, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got him for 3 more years on cheap money, and then they can decline his 5th year. And McKinnon, they could probably, I mean, if he requires money, sign a guy like Boston Scott from the Eagles if they let him walk. Some like small guy who can catch passes out of the backfield or whatever. You don't need to
There's
pay
always
McKinnon
a guy
a bunch.
in college.
Yeah.
Also, their scouting department must be on fucking fire. Like, they're so good. They're so good.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Like, they have Patrick Mahomes that everyone was like, whatever.
They traded up to get him, remind you.
Right.
Up
And
to
people
get a
were
guy
like, what
from
the fuck?
a Texas Tech quarterback
Yeah.
who finished under 500 in his career that everyone
Yep.
was like, what are you doing? I remember when that happened, I was like, they're idiots.
Right.
Should have taken
They're
fucking
making like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Mayfield or whoever the fuck
yes.
they should, some bullshit.
Yeah. They should have picked Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
What are they, stupid?
Baker.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Baker, I mean, he had a rough end to the season.
Yeah, we love Baker, but
Yeah,
They're
he's my
making
guy now.
Danny Ainge level moves for
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they're
crazy.
just crazy signings.
They know talent,
They've
so-
signed guys like late in careers too that have had like good end of their career runs and
The
just
Chiefs honestly have always had good talent. Now
Yeah.
that they have Andy Reid, this is kind of like and a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's
because Alex Smith had them as a competitive team for
Yeah.
years, and Alex Smith isn't bad, but he's Kirk
No.
Cousins.
He is
Kirk Cousins Senior.
Cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking
Kirk Cousins Senior.
yeah, because he came before him. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it should be Alex Smith Jr. But
Alex Smith had a few years. He had like one season where I feel like he was really dominant.
yeah.
No,
He-
Alex Smith had
and
like
he had a lo-
on the Niners. There was like 2 years where he was like kind of the man.
But kind of like Kirk Cousins, where you're like, yeah, and then he was just very average for the rest of his.
I mean, it's hard to
career.
be consistently
course.
great.
But that's almost like a worse trap to fall into.
Yeah.
It's the guy where you're like, he's good, but just not good enough. But we should keep him because he's like better than that guy. And you're like, yeah, but he's still like, try it with a rookie.
Yeah.
You guys are still not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
So like,
it
try
doesn't
a new
matter.
guy. Yeah. It's
Crip Cousins is what we call Alex.
Well, did you see people were bringing it back up because Dak did not play well in this game. Dak
2
threw
picks.
the first pick was like so bad, the one he was trying to throw to Gallup, and then the second pick was not great either. Like he looked bad. He looked bad the whole season. Led the league in interceptions, missing games, and people were bringing up the quote that I don't know if you remember. Amari Cooper called Dak the Black Kirk Cousins. At one point.
Never heard that.
You
How
didn't
did I
hear
not
about
hear
this?
that?
Yeah, dude, it was like it either like it was in an interview or it might have been one of those things that like leaked.
Yeah.
And you never like saw him say it, but everyone was like, yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
And I think he might have been onto something there.
Yeah.
Because dude, this whole podcast, I've been backing Dak, but I said it last week. It was the first time that I was like, all right, this guy might suck. Like
Yeah.
maybe Cowboys fans who watch him every week are right that he is like Kirk Cousins, where you're like, yeah, he's good enough, but he's just not ever gonna do it.
Yeah, dude, he's tricked us with his little hip thrusts.
Yeah.
the pregame
Little dancing
the
thing. he
pregame-
does.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit
yeah.
looks cute.
It looks good. I'm like, wow, he must know something.
Yeah. To hop in here, because it's Cowboys adjacent, into the sports clips of the
There we
week.
go.
Did
Oh,
you
right.
see the Cowboys' final play of the game?
No.
Oh, okay. Show me.
no,
All right, we've all seen this.
Okay.
So as you can see, they're lined up in. It was actually a callback to our last week episode. I believe this is a longest yard play.
Yeah.
What's it? They called it. It's called the Annex of Puerto Rico or something. It's-
Oh yeah.
So
The annex of Puerto Rico is from the Little Giants.
the Little Giants. There we go. Not longest yard. So if you can see,
Is it a fumble Rooski?
so this is Dak Prescott playing quarterback with Ezekiel Elliott as his starting center.
Okay.
And just-
okay.
And then watch when they snap it. Watch Zeke here. Here we go. I mean, I don't know who's on him. It's a linebacker. I think Fred Warner just barrels him. And then that guy gets leveled. End of the game. Game ends right there. That was the final play of the game.
Why would you do that?
I mean, that might be the end of Zeke's career as a Cowboy.
Why would you do? Especially because Pollard just got injured that game.
Yeah, and then
You're
it's
gonna put
like,
Zeke as a center.
and to hit the guy in the slot with no blocking in front of him when you have block, like it was such a fun play to end the Cowboys season. I mean, I don't think he was very trying very much, but also like, poor dude.
It's so funny because that looks like a scene from Little Giants.
Yeah, I can't believe that this was real. The way he got absolutely destroyed.
That looks like a Madden game. Like that looks like someone
Yes.
is fucking around on Madden.
Yes.
I think the only worst play that can ever top that is when Pat McAfee lined up under center with no blockers and 2 D linemen and took the snap on like 4th and 7.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
But this is a fucking playoff game.
They worked on this in
They
practice.
worked
Dale.
on like this, and this is their last go-to. They're like, this is our fucking play.
Someone
This
in
is
the-
gonna trick every team
Yeah.
in the NFL, no matter what situation we're in. This is our go-to.
What if Jerry Jones just called it out? He's like, play it.
Yeah.
Like he designed the play for Zeke.
chance
He's like,
that
Thing, someone in the coach's room was like, I have an idea. And they were like, go. And he was like, let's put Zeke at center. have no other linemen, and that'll be the final play of the game if we ever need it. And everyone in that coaching room was like, God damn it, you genius, you son of a bitch. How did you figure this out?
And his name is Mike McCarthy.
Yeah. And then
And he's getting fired for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
God
the thing that I
damn.
feel bad for Cowboys fans too, is like I don't think they'll fire Mike McCarthy because he brought you to, the semi-championship game. And
I
so-
mean, it's
yeah, but he sucks. He sucks. He's terrible. There's a reason he couldn't win in Green Bay. There's a reason he can't win.
I mean, he won one in
Dallas.
Green Bay, but
Yeah, but like
it was more
One of the
Aaron.
greatest quarterbacks.
Yeah,
of
it
all
was more
time.
Aaron than anything.
and exactly.
And a great defense.
Yeah. That was the year that they were like the wild card and he won on the
Yeah.
crazy run
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was a
AJ
little
Hawk,
less.
fucking Clay Matthews,
Hawk.
Yeah.
Utes.
They got bailed out by the Jets.
Jordy
Did not
Nelson.
Catch it too.
Yeah.
That was that year. I also have another sports video. Neither of you have seen this. I don't really know what this is from. It's WWE. I don't know what era this is from, but
I feel like
I laughed so hard at this video. So can you guys both see it if I set it up like this? You
Yeah.
guys-
Okay, we
I
see
feel like I
John
already know what
Cena
this is.
here.
It doesn't. John Cena is just a little caveat here.
Oh.
Speaking Chinese. Now watch this.
Let the Rock tell you in Chinese. Ding dong, ding dong, he's still talking.
I can't believe that's real. I can't believe that's real, dude. He says, I mean, it's older. It's Rock. Like, The Rock is.
That's the attitude era right there.
That's
that
attitude
that is
era
the
Rock.
attitude
And then
prime
is that
attitude
Mick
era.
Foley with him
Yes.
too?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Rock was then being painted as a heel, I guess.
That's when he was still.
I
the heel.
guess
That makes more sense.
He said, "Uh-oh." I like how the announcer like fuck.
Ding dong, he's still talking.
The direct translation, I believe, is according to the thing is Jing Bing Ding Dong hit Stone Cold exclamation point. So
Why do you think he's so big in China now? he's an international star for a reason.
and someone just
How famous are you that you can get away with saying shit like that and making fun of the Mandarin, like Chinese people, and they don't give a shit?
And they love you for it.
But what's his name? The other guy at the beginning, John Cena,
Yeah.
from the beginning of it, got in so much trouble he had to apologize in Mandarin.
that was crazy because he said Taiwan was a country.
The Rock. The Rock needs to be president.
I actually weirdly I kind of like the Rock's one is more forgivable to me than the Taiwan thing that John Cena did.
Yeah.
Because John Cena actually is fluent in Mandarin, so he's speaking actual Chinese there, Mandarin Chinese when he's talking to. The Rock's was crazy, and the best part of the video is just the I'm gonna tell you in Chinese, and the announcer goes, "Uh-oh," and he goes, "Chinese,"
Because that's like late 90s, early 2000s. No one knew Chinese.
no one knew Chinese.
No one knew Chinese. We all thought they spoke the same
Hey,
language.
even in the 90s though, the crowd was kind of like, "Wait, what just happened?"
Whoa, yeah. It's weird now. They look at that and they're like, man, they are a genius for making them learn Chinese.
Yeah.
And start integrating that. That's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
why the WWE just exploded.
Yeah, for
Yes.
real. I can't. Yeah, and the weirdest part is the way I found this video is Jay Crowder just tweeted the sand timer, whatever those are called, a regular
Basketball
clock.
player?
Yes, and then another sand timer, and then someone quoted it with that video, and it went viral. And I don't know why they quoted that. I don't know why he.
Are they
tweeted
trying to take The Rock
Are
down?
they trying to cancel The Rock?
Yeah, what the
No,
fuck, Jay?
I don't know because like the account that tweeted it too is just like a spam account, like account that tweets like funny things. They're called Ahmad the Ears Big Biz the God, and he's just like a Lakers fan account. So like everyone was making fun of Damian Lillard yesterday because he talked shit.
That feels more racist than what The Rock said, honestly. It does. His Twitter handle.
Ahmad the Ears Big Biz the God.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, well that was my sports clip of
Irish.
the week.
Yeah, that's what he is. So we've gotcha.
Thought that was a real silly one. And even too, Mick Foley's face when he goes, "I'm gonna tell you in Chinese," he's like, "I don't remember this in the script." What the fuck is happening right now? Oh man.
We're talking about an athlete, Mick Foley.
Yeah.
For
real.
The things that he would do, like off of the top of the cage down onto.
Also, like he was natural, 100% natural.
Was not on roids. Like didn't look. He wasn't.
One of the only guys that was not like fucking juiced.
Yeah.
And was still just a killer.
Just an absolute, and just a great performer too.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those old WWE guys,
Had a real salesmanship to them.
they really did. Yeah. Also, all of them not doing too well later in life.
No, not at all. Want to do the hypothetical question of the week?
Sure.
All
right, Corey.
Would you rather party with Tom Brady or Michael Jordan?
Battle of the Goats. Who is the party
Yeah.
goat?
They both do like the party. I mean, they're not the party goats because each sport has
Well,
a better. Each person had a better
Party goats,
teammate.
no.
That's a better because Gronk and the Worm were better. Rodman were better party animals.
Oh, absolutely.
But out of them two, because also it's the stature of where, like, if I'm partying with Dennis Rodman right now, I'm like, my life's sad.
Yeah.
Dennis, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
You just getting your nails painted before you go out.
I don't know if the last crime you heard that he was like in trouble for, but he went into a massage parlor and stole like $1,000 geode out of the waiting lobby. And when the police came, the guy, he was like, the owner told me anything I needed ever, I could have it. So I liked the rock, so I took it. And then he got the guy like pressed charge. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Wow,
but
that's
he kind of
cool.
just got.
That
away.
kind of sounds like what's his name stealing his own merchandise. Fucking
OJ.
OJ.
Oh yeah.
I think I would go with Jordan. I mean, for me, it's kind of easy just because Jordan is he goes hard.
Yeah.
He does. I don't know if I can handle how mean Jordan's gonna be to me.
That was the downside of that.
Because he's gonna like. You ever drank with someone who likes to like talk, like not even talk shit, just like shoot on you or roast you? It's fun if you know every once in a while you get with someone where you're like, hey man, I don't really know you that well, and these aren't jokes. You're attacking things that we all know I'm insecure about. What's happening right now?
And you know Jordan could get anyone from a mile away, your deepest insecurity. He would nail you on the fucking head.
Yeah.
Dude.
He wouldn't stop until he figured it out. I think though I would go, we're going to party with Jordan. I'm going to go to like Vegas or Monte Carlo, someplace where I can get him gambling.
I want to get on a craps table with Jordan, watch him get on a run where all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, there's $3.9 million on this table right now.
I want to get into like a backroom private game with him.
Yeah.
Where there's like, deeds on the line. And like,
See, this is where I go away from Jordan because I'm probably going to lose all of my money as well. He's the friend that's going to be like, what, pussy, you're not going to bet 500K on this?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
he
I
must-
only
yeah,
have
you
500K.
are, right.
And he's like, okay, do you want to be the greatest or not, bitch? And then you just are like, okay, Mr. Michael Jordan.
But what if you just acted like Pippen all the time? You're just like, no, man, you're the greatest. I'm just here to witness your greatness.
Yeah.
He'd probably slap you in the face.
Probably, he'd probably be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
His son is going to
Go
fuck your
tell
wife
me.
later.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
there's that.
Exactly. I better.
Yeah.
Erica, why are you with Michael Jordan Jr.? What are you doing?
Right. So I couldn't go there. We'd have to go to a cheap casino. It'd be like a
That's the
riverboat
concern.
casino.
But also, like, Brady would be fun.
I
But
think Tom is
Brady
down for
also,
anything.
like, Brady does seem a little like, okay, are you ready to party? So look, before we go out, we are going to get a workout. And you're like, what? And he's like, skincare routine. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Cool things that we probably get you like an IV, some fucking B12 shots before. But then also,
He's conscientious,
dude,
but
Michael
he'll let
Jordan
loose.
is gonna kill a 30 rack of Frio Lights with you. Tom Brady's gonna make me drink some like decompressed like foam Lone Star drink that's only fog that I paid $30 for.
You breathe it in.
Yeah, it's all about the aroma and the ambiance. It's good. It's better for your skin if you drink.
I
Lone
think
Stars
though,
like
I
this.
think Tom would be a fun guy to just float the river with. He just gets hammered. He's the friend that you're like, I don't think he's. I've never seen him fucked up. Let's see what happens. And he gets
Yeah.
fucked up, and he's the best guy on the planet. You're like, dude, Tom, you should get fucked up more often.
You're right.
so
I think I
fun.
might have to take care of Tom if we go out partying.
Yes,
That's true, but I like the same. I also think you might have to take care of Jordan where you're just fighting people. with him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And they're gonna want me to. Well, Jordan's my height too. So
Because like what happens? All of a sudden he loses a poker hand that you know he lost. He just lost $500,000, and he hits the table and he goes, "You know he cheated, Corey. Tell him he's fucking cheating." And you're like, Yeah, Mr. Future, you are cheating. Because I just feel like he plays
in this
poker with
situation,
Future
then
or
it's gonna
something,
be
'cause
like-
he hates Scottie
And one of his
Pippen that much.
bodyguards
Yeah.
shoots you.
Yeah. And
Future. He would play. Yeah,
right? Yeah,
God,
you know-
this is a dangerous game.
Yeah,
I
and-
got us into a dangerous game.
that's my concern. Now if Michael Jordan is gonna pay for my gambling, let's see where the night goes. I'm in.
Sure.
But I think the concerns of what Jordan would get me into far outweigh the corniness that I'm worried you might run into with Tom
Yes.
Brady. Like just pound for pound, Jordan's the cooler party
Sure,
for
absolutely.
sure.
If you survive it.
Tom Brady didn't get his dad killed because he liked the party. You know? Like, they're just different animals.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Do you
God,
want to
that
die to party with Michael for MJ for a night?
I might,
Is it worth
dude,
it?
I might. MJ also gets partying because he also was like, yo, let Dennis Rodman go for 48 hours. We need him.
But you could also set like a crazy bet with MJ and possibly be like, all right, here's the deal. I'm going to play you. We're going to do like one hand
Yeah.
poker. And if I win, I get your like original game worn Air Jordan 1s, or I get a championship ring.
Yeah.
He'd probably take that.
I
He'd
get-
probably
and
take
if you
that
win,
bet.
I will like cut my
true.
pinky off. Pinky for a championship ring.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And I'm going Brady if it was up to us to plan it with our money, because Michael Jordan will insult our plans the whole time. This is what you fucking do for
Yeah.
fun, pussies. Like,
Spent less than this I do on one cigar.
yeah. Where Brady, I think Brady would be like, yeah, man, I'm down to go drink Lone Stars at this dive bar. Sure, let's see kind of what's going on. You know.
He'd be excited for a new adventure. He's
Yeah.
never been to a dive bar.
Also, bro, single Brady, bro.
Oh,
That's a
menace,
different animal,
Menace.
too.
He's getting so much pussy.
You thought him throwing the trophy on the boat was crazy? He has no supervision right now.
Yeah, dude. His kids aren't in the picture. He's
No.
gonna kiss ladies on the mouth now. Dude. he's good to go.
That also, you're right. No, I'm going Tom Brady to party with, because as soon as I get about 3 or 4 beers in me and there's a silent moment, I'm gonna just be like, "Why do you kiss your kids on the mouth?" And I'm gonna get the answer everyone needs to know. We gotta know why you smooch them, Tommy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck. Oh shit.
He's a big mouth kisser. He kissed the owner of the Patriots on the mouth.
I'm also trying to
Kraft,
get
yeah.
kissed on the mouth if we get drunk enough.
Oh, by Tom?
Share a little smooch with Brady.
Dude, from the GOAT? Absolutely.
Like we hit, we're playing like, see, he's cool playing $3 blackjack at the shitty hotel in Vegas. And when I hit that, when I double down on fucking double aces and I hit double 21s, he's gonna kiss me on the mouth, and I'm never gonna forget that
oh
moment.
my God, I'm so proud of you.
And it just life changes then.
Yeah,
you know.
that's
And
true. And
so
then
yeah.
a picture goes around circulating. Who is this man that kissed Tom Brady?
Yeah, and it's me.
new mystery player submerges in
Tom Brady
possible
spotted.
Raiders Brady deal.
Tom Brady spotted kissing a man in Vegas, all but certain he's a Raider. Next,
TMZ's just following you around. Brandon.
We resurged your career.
also though, next headline is like, Brady gay ? How will the Hispanic fans of the Raiders take this? Like, there's gonna be backlash from both sides.
Yeah, right.
But this is what we're here. I'm gonna go. All right, I'm partying with Brady just because I got to kiss him on the mouth. You're right.
Also, I just want to tell you that all Mexican people already think Tom Brady's gay anyway, so that's, that's
They might like it. They're like, all right, at least we know. You know.
Don't they like Ronaldo?
He's not
Yeah, but he's
gay.
like pretty boy.
Oh, he's not gay?
What?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's-
but Brady's
sorry, I didn't mean to
see,
offend
Brady's
anyone.
also super not gay, but like the whole kissing on the mouth thing. Don't Hispanic families kiss their kids on the mouth?
If they do, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I might need to edit
I
that
don't
part
know.
out.
That's up to them, bro.
Yeah, I might want to edit that part out.
We're at 1 hour recording. We've probably got about 3 or 4 minutes.
All right, yeah, cut that last part out. I'll be saying the crazy shit. But all right, well,
Okay.
all right, we should wrap
Where
the
are we
podcast
at? Where are we
up.
at with
Okay.
your
Yeah,
Oh,
where you
that's
at with
for
the
me.
milk?
That's for me.
Oh yeah.
This is the last one. I got half of a pint left. Feeling pretty full.
Will you let us know when we're about to hit like the hour mark of recording so we can make sure that he gets it?
2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
2
You got
minutes.
2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes.
It's okay.
And this is the last
2 minute
one,
drill.
right?
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
dude, you're doing good.
I don't feel good.
I'm gonna be honest. I totally thought you would have puked by now. Like 100%.
Yeah, pretty
would
good.
have thought you puked by now. Because I also want to get this out of the way. I think there's going to be some people that try and come at your championship claiming that it's a Mickey Mouse championship because you're or Mickey Mouse milk challenge because you're drinking chocolate milk. I argue that's harder. Heavier, more sugar. Like your body
more
can only
ingredients.
take more shit on. Like
More
milk.
calories.
Yeah. It's
You
like
know?
drinking. It would be like if we were doing like a water challenge of some sort. This is just water with like the fucking squirt of
That Neo in there.
yeah, Neo. Yeah, that shit. It's just like that. But
Crystal Light.
oh man, do you worry? Do you like chocolate milk normally? Are you like? Are you fond? Because I'm very fond of chocolate milk. I'd be worried I'd never like it again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking.
starting to think that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where chocolate milk's great, but you know, as an adult, we don't really need to have chocolate milk in our lives. It's a nice
We have
treat.
seen him come in with chocolate milk before already, so I
Yes.
do feel bad that it might be ruining.
Well, I was microdosing for this moment.
Yeah.
All
After he
right.
scored 42 points, he had to get in the
I was like, I really got to get serious.
Yeah.
Let's just be serious about the outcomes.
He's
here.
been drinking 6 cups of chocolate milk every single day.
Yeah.
getting ready for
That doesn't that doesn't prepare you for the big show. Though.
Not for game day.
You
no.
actually look kind of drunk. Like I know you're not drunk, but you look like you've been through some shit. Like
Yeah.
there's like
at
your
that.
head is like permanently damp now. Like your entire face is damp. And it is a little warm in here, but I think I'd say 90% of the condensation on your face
Yeah.
is leche. Like it's milk, dog.
Yeah.
I
I think you're going to start precipitating only chocolate milk. out of
Yeah,
your
I feel
pores.
like I'm gonna explode with chocolate milk.
I wish we don't quite have the infrastructure for this here, but I'd love to get a blood panel of you right now. I just want to see your blood. Like
What percentage of it is chocolate milk?
Oh man.
I bet if you cut your wrists right now, nothing would come out. It would just be like, and death. And you'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, then.
It's just Nesquik mix. falls out.
Yeah.
It's
It would
like,
seal up with like the chocolate milk would singe it like
yeah.
gunpowder.
Like
It'd
you're
be awesome.
98% water as a human being. Honestly, you might be 1% chocolate milk right
The
now.
little squid
Yeah.
from SpongeBob. 99%
I think it's about to come
chocolate
up.
milk.
All right. I'm gonna run outside.
Okay, yeah. get him
Oh,
on
wow,
camera.
it's final.
he's gonna-
Yeah, all
He
right.
did it, dude.
Yeah.
And he held it down for more than a minute. That's a
I'm
dub.
impressed.
That's great. All right, let's wrap the podcast here and wait 3 or 4 minutes for him to come back in, and we'll cut the gap in between and give the people his reaction. So,
Cool.
guys, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. Please make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps. We can get more viewers on YouTube, people checking out on
Yeah,
TikTok.
dude.
It's
Fuck
Third
yeah.
Inches on everything. It's in the bio too. You can find it all there. Feel free to reach out. Talk sports shit to us if the Eagles lose this week.
Talk some mad shit to him.
You
please.
can do it.
Please.
I'm gonna attack you personally to your core. Remember we were talking about like how Michael Jordan's mean and he would find things? I will find what hurts you. I will go so far back on your Instagram, find the first girl you love, find out who she's dating.
Find that
now.
dead grandma.
I will
Yeah.
I will become friends with her and find out and confirm that her new boyfriend is a better lover than you and bring that up. So just know that. I talk so much shit. He's actually back now, so we don't even have to cut anything.
All right.
How are you? Did you puke?
Yeah, I did.
It was pretty projectile, almost like just flew out of you, huh?
Yeah, it was weird. It was usually, when you're projectile, it's like, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This was just like, bop, and then it was done. It was just like,
Wow.
nope, we
Kinda
don't
like
want
the
any of
Family
this.
Guy shit, like just one long stream and then done.
Yeah, it was like no aftershock at all. It was no Collin concussion.
Yeah, yeah.
symptom
Nice.
at all.
No tremors.
Yeah,
No
so,
puke tremors.
it was terrible, but
Hey, you fucking did the thing, and we're proud
I
of
did
you.
it. I did
I'm
it.
very,
I'm a man of my word.
impressed.
Didn't think you could do it.
I didn't either.
Did not think you
very
could do it.
impressed. Good job,
man.
Corey.
Yeah, you're like Brock Purdy, dude, Mr. Relevant. You came against all odds. You conquered the milk. You're gonna lose to the Eagles next week by 50 points, but that's okay.
I just wanted my moment of glory,
You got it, dude. You
And you feel better for it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Just came in here, conquered the gallon of milk, just took it down like a giant buffalo. Do buffaloes drink milk?
Sure.
That's about.
I guess
yeah.
they're not
They
really
do, yeah.
white
Right.
either. So
Yeah.
I'm a white buffalo.
Buffalo are a lot like cat.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny that you
That's
say
what
that.
I've heard.
A bunch of people call me White Buffalo. That's one of my nicknames. So that you
And you do look like milk. So
I do
that,
look like milk. I drink milk. So as a White Buffalo spokesperson, we do drink milk.
Yes.
We both drink milk. All right.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
think
Yeah,
that's
we
it,
we
boys.
kind of like we had wrapped it and had the plan to just cut here and then cut you kind of your reaction. But he told people to message me if the Eagles lose, and then I was talking shit to people, telling them I would like find who their first girlfriend was and like, really insult them to core and hurt them and stuff. But now that I'm done being a psychopath, we want to give you a few seconds to plug anything or anything, and the floor is yours, and we're gonna wrap this baby up here.
No, this has been a joy so far doing the
Hell
show. Everybody just follow the boys here, follow the show.
Yep. Yeah, dude, you're just as much a part of the show as we are.
Yeah.
Corey's a huge
Been here from the
fucking
start.
helped
Yeah,
us very
you're the man.
much. Just all the things and all that type of shit has been huge, dude. So we really appreciate that you have stepped in for us and done all these things, and then hopping on today. You didn't get a lot of prep for the milk challenge. We kind of Collin called us this
sprung it
morning
on you.
and
Sorry
was
about
like,
that.
Hey, we got it done.
yeah. So it worked out. You know what I mean? Travis, thank you for fucking running the switcher and all that for us and filling in and all that shit. So this was a fun episode. I'm glad that I'm glad that he lived.
I've never seen someone do it live.
I
So
know.
that was great.
That shit was
I've never
hilarious.
seen it done either. It was a fun experience for me. So it's, hopefully this is the first of many to come. Everyone, tell your friends to follow the show. We'll do a milk challenge or whatever kind of challenge you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we one day, I'm down one day whenever we have our first live show, whenever there's enough supporting, I'll fucking drink milk on the show.
We should all three do
That'd be
that.
fun. Yeah. And when it gets warmer, Michael Phelps challenge coming out. It's too
Yes,
cold.
sir.
Our pool is so absurdly cold. It might make it funnier, but I just don't want to get in the pool yet. I promise we'll do it and it'll be out, but it's just too cold right now. All right, this has been the longest outro ever. See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.